Hey, this is Mark from Casting Crowns, and you're listening to Dispatch Radio.
All right, with me on the phone now is Billy Goodwin from Newsong. We're going to talk about Winter Jam 2014, which just kicked off last weekend, and they're going to be even here in our local area in Tampa tomorrow night. So, Billy, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great.
Well, Winter Jam, we're back at it again. Now, you've done this a couple times, right? So how many years has it been now?
Yeah, I think about 19.
19. This is incredible. And it's a great lineup, a lot of folks. Give people a little synopsis of what they can expect.
Well, we think this is the biggest and best one ever. We've got a huge lineup and excited about it. It's been going great. We have some new artists out that we're excited to have with us. Derek Minor, Ever Found, Love the Outcome, and Colton Dixon. And then some artists that have been out for a while, and I think a lot of folks are familiar with, Plum, and of course Newsong, 1,000 Foot Crutch, 10th Avenue North, Lecrae, and Newsboys.
It's an amazing lineup of, like you said, some newer acts and, of course, the bands that we've grown up and known for years and years, like yourself and, Newsboys in particular. So it's been fantastic. Tell us about the arena-style approach and what people can really expect to hear, the types of music and that kind of thing.
Well, it's going to be a real fast-paced night, starting off almost an hour before the lights come down with what we call the pre-show. And all some of the new artists will be up doing their sets during that time, and then bring the lights down at the starting time and open the gate and come out running. All the artists are just pack the best that they've got into just a short amount of time, and we get up and give it all we've got. And then we have a time where we have our guest speaker, Nick Hall, who's a great young evangelist who'll give a good, short, clear presentation of the gospel. We'll have folks that'll hear why we do what we do and who has changed their lives and how he can change theirs, and give them an invitation, a time to respond to anything that God's doing in their heart. And then we'll celebrate the rest of the night with all these closing acts up to Newsboys.
You are partnering with Holt International again. Tell folks a little bit about this amazing organization.
It is a wonderful organization. They started a little over 50 years ago, and just a family, Harry and Bertha Holt, and adopted a few kids from Korea because of the Korean conflict that left a lot of orphans. And when they came back, they had all kind of people calling them asking how they could do it. And so basically, they began this international adoption agency called Holt International as a result of all the requests and demands, and now they're the largest international adoption agency in the world. And what we try to do is help folks come alongside Holt to provide support to help these kids in that interim period from the time that they're dropped off or abandoned until they can find a forever family. To sort of support and help get them the clothing, the medical needs, and things like that they need to sort of get them by and get them through until someone can adopt them and put them in a loving home. And so we ask the folks every night to help us, come alongside Holt and be a part of helping little kids all around the world.
It's an amazing group, and we're going to link to Holt International as well with this interview and give people the direct link there to find out more. And you guys actually, we had a chance to see you here locally in the fall last year, and then right afterwards you guys were traveling overseas. Tell folks a little bit about that trip if you can.
Well, what we did, we went back to China. We visited China several years ago, and while we were there shooting video footage for Holt, a little girl was following us around, and we asked our interpreter, said, "Can you find out, who she is and what she's doing?" Just sort of little curious, and found out from that she was 13 years old, about 6 or 8 months away from turning 14. And when you turn 14 in China, you're no longer able to be adopted. Basically, you're a street child, or you're just you're an orphan for the rest of your life. And so she was following us around and sort of listening to what was going on, and just desperate for anybody who might consider looking at her and adopting her. So we really felt God impressing us to call some friends back home. And make a long story short, she got adopted by a family in Pennsylvania, and now she's out on the road with us in Winter Jam, coming on the stage and sharing her story with all the folks that we encourage to help, just to give them a physical example of how their donations help, because they helped get this little girl adopted, and she's in a loving family in Pennsylvania. She's graduated high school now and getting ready to go to college, but traveling with us for a little while and sharing her story. And God's using her story to impact people to give support and become a partner with Holt and helping other kids along the way.
She's a sweet and just beautiful young lady. It was such a pleasure to meet her, and it was really a great experience. I can't wait for folks to experience that. We'll be there tomorrow night. We'll get a chance to see you guys tomorrow night here in Tampa. I know you guys are in Jacksonville. And again, folks, we're going to link to Jam Tour. It's got all the ticket information there, the $10 general admission tickets, of course. But there's also the Jam Nation tickets where you get in early, you get special seating, early access, that kind of thing. So a lot of awesome stuff. Billy, tell us a little bit about what they're going to see and hear from Newsong. The new album had come out, and it's just a really great set that we got to see. What are folks going to get to hear from Newsong?
Well, like I said, we're going to sing a couple of songs from our new album, Swallow the Ocean, and then we'll also do our classic song, Arise My Love. But we have a special surprise this year on that song, Arise My Love, and I think the crowd's going to be absolutely blown away. It's been the highlight of the night for us as far as what we do, and it really has a huge impact when you see it happening live. So I won't give the secret away, but you do let them come and watch what happens during the song Arise My Love.
It's going to be awesome. Really looking forward to it. Tell us about how you guys, every year you guys go out, you do a little Christmas tour, and obviously the Christmas Shoe song is a huge piece of your incredible discography, resume, so to speak. Tell us about how your Christmas tour went.
Oh, the Christmas tour went great. We, like you said, the little song Christmas Shoes has started its own little industry, I think. We never did Christmas tours before that song, but when the song got as big as it did, we started doing Christmas tours. We recorded a Christmas CD, actually 2 Christmas CDs, and then 3 songs on our expanded Swallow the Ocean for Christmas edition. So we're very involved with Christmas now because of the Christmas Shoe songs. But we just finished the Christmas tour, and it was a wonderful tour. We had Audio Brennan out with us and Sidewalk Prophets and Loving the Outcome, and it was a great, Jason Castro was a great tour. We always have fun singing around Christmas time because folks they seem to be more open to hear about Jesus and how you can get your life changed and put back in order when you have a relationship with him. So it's fun, puts us all in the Christmas spirit, and then I think prepares us for the big Winter Jam tour that we're on now.
Yeah, and I think, as an extension of what you just said, I think I'd quoted you when we talked a couple times ago, and you described Winter Jam as a traveling church, and it is just an amazing spiritual experience to watch this many, thousands of people praying and worshiping together, and praying and worshiping with each of the different bands and the different styles of music and that kind of thing. How is it that when you start to sit down and construct a lineup, how do you approach that to help engage all the different type of genres, all the different folks, so that we can make kind of a wide open door, right? And isn't that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, it's wide open, and a lot of prayer, a lot of a desire on our parts, individually and corporately as ministry, to mind God in whatever happens in this thing, and try to be open to what we feel like He may be providing or putting in place. And we never know what the lineup's going to be for next year. We're working on next year's now, as a matter of fact. But it's one of those things where you try and get maybe this artist, or you try to do this, try to do that, and those things just don't happen, or doors close, and all of a sudden the door opens up, and you don't really understand. Well, I don't understand why, but somehow I feel like let's approach this artist, and I know they won't do it, but why not ask? And then you ask, and they say, "Oh, we've been waiting. We'd love to do it." That kind of stuff. And so we're convinced that every year God sort of puts that thing together and makes it all work. And we do the best we can, but without Him, we understand it's nothing. So we very quickly give all the credit and all the praise and glory to Him for guiding us and putting this thing together, and for doing the work that's eternal every night.
Well, we know we're really trying to promote the show for tomorrow night because that's here locally in our backyard. We do cover the tour for the entire time, which runs through March. So there's shows that are going to be all over the country. So if you're reading this or listening to this online, that's why we support Winter Jam as just an amazing, amazing event. And if you have a friend that's just maybe they don't go to church, but you know what? It's a great concert for $10. It's a great experience for $10. There's rap music, there's heavy rock, and there's these classic artists like Newsboys and Newsong that have been around for years with amazing, amazing songs. And it's a great night, great experience. And I can't even begin to say the great words that can describe this experience. So, Billy, as always, it is wonderful to chat with you. It's wonderful to catch up with you and all the things that you guys got going on, and look forward to seeing the show tomorrow.
All right. Look forward to seeing you.
All right. You take care, Billy. All right. God bless.